Good and evening. I want to talk about the ebb and flow, the good and bad of parenthood, because I talk a lot about my children and mostly in a positive light and the beauty of being a mother and just the glory of those 11 little pieces of my heart that's running around here in the free world. But sometimes, like this past month, you just look at a piece of wall and pick out right where you want to throw them through it. You look at a good plot in the backyard to bury them, salt the ground so nothing will ever grow there again because they get on your nerve. They do, like, I have good kids. I have good kids, as it were. Yeah, we can call them good. They do normal kid, ridiculous, stupid, getting on my nerve, hard headed, thinking they know everything. And I just got to be this age. I just woke up this age one day. I ain't never went through nothing. I don't know nothing. Kid stuff. Yeah. I don't know if it's the holidays. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's something they eating. I just know we have had a hellacious couple of weeks. Let's see, like when they see me with this bonnet on, because some of them they come over to YouTube and look through some things. They never raise their hand and make their presence known, but I know they be watching. They gonna have a fit about this bonnet on my head. Like, no, mommy, no, you didn't. Yes, 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 mommy did. I fuss at them all the time about being presentable at the very least. But today I don't care because I believe what's lost on them. Because I know I'm a mom, this is what I signed up for, that's all cute and fine. But what I feel like is lost on them that there is one me and 11 of them. One me. Do the maths. One me. And for those wondering, well, where's her husband? On your mind, we talking about me. 11 of them. And we tend to put our parents, because I've done it. I've done it. I had Big Newbie in this mommy box where I felt like she was my mom and that was it. I didn't humanize her until I was a lot older. She was my mother and she was supposed to be there and available and ready to do mommy things when I needed her to be mommy. And this is where I'm at with a lot of my adult offspring in this moment. Like, we have to get to know each other, and I take accountability for my part because I have to get to know them as adults instead of just my children. They my babies. I don't, I look at the little girls chasing and sniffing behind my son. They will always be the little big head, big eared boys to me. They're my babies. That's when I look at them, I see my babies. And on the flip side, y'all don't mind me talking. I knew y'all wouldn't. I knew that about y'all when I met y'all, that I could trust y'all. Y'all ain't gonna tell nobody. We just talking, right? I'm just venting right now as a mom. Okay? And if you're not a parent, probably just ignore this because you won't get it. But and my purpose here, I know I'm rambling, right? I don't even care. I'm having a day. My purpose is because I just watched another mother completely lose her shit and feel like a complete failure because she went and locked herself in a closet and cried. You know how many times I done locked myself? Because the bathroom ain't safe no more. The bathroom ain't been safe for years. You don't get no privacy in the bathroom. You know how many times I went and locked myself in a closet or a pantry or sat in my car 2 hours after I pulled up in the driveway and just let the babysitter, she get overtime today because that's fine. It happens. This thing is not easy. And some people call it a job. A job you can quit. A job have HR. I don't know. It's definitely a duty and there's definitely a lot of work, but a job, I don't know if I would call it that. Like I was saying, I know that I'm all over the place. I know some of you all might not get it. But if I have a major point that I want to get across, is that mommies, you don't have to be superwoman every day. You don't always have to be strong. And that goes for the fathers too, but I'm mostly talking to the mothers. I've never been a father. I don't have a mangalang. So I can only truly relate to the mothers. So I'm not trying to not acknowledge the men. I know it's some wonderful fathers out there and we applaud y'all. Okay, I'm going to go on and say the thing. The reason that I center focus on the mom so much is because while we appreciate the absolute life out of the good fathers, men, when they stand up, those men, the good ones, they tend to get a whole bunch of kudos and handshakes and pats on the back and cheers and yay you, oh, he's such a good father. If you don't believe me that mothers don't get it like that, mothers, just the women, I want you to think about the last time you were in the grocery store with your children and somebody came up to you and said, "Oh, you're such a good mom. That's so beautiful." When the last time that happened? I'll wait. Now, fathers, uncles, big cousins, how often do that happen to you? It might not even be your baby. I know it happens because my brother used to take mine to collect chicks because it was a chick magnet because that made him look like a good man. We don't, what am I trying to say? Y'all know what I'm trying to say is that we don't get a bonus on the job. It's what we're supposed to do. But deadbeat mothers are out there. They exist and they get talked about, but when we don't get noticed until something we don't do. We don't get rewards for cooking every day. But let us go a day or two without cooking. Then people take notice. We don't get rewards because our children are clean and their hair is groomed and they looking and smelling good, but catch them with a snotty nose. They don't even ask about daddy. They don't ask where daddy is and what he doing. That part is on us. So I guess back to my major point, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to have a couple of them in a row. This is hard. And I feel like I was having this conversation with somebody recently about of age children. That is such a paradox. Adult offspring, however you want to, 18 and over. Because that is the goal a lot of times. If I could just get them grown on their feet and out of my house. But let me go ahead and bust y'all's bubble for y'all with younger children. 18 and over is when the game just begins because now they have minds and opinions and freedom of their own. And you can't crow watch. And not that you want to control your kid, but you have to let them do their own thing. And nothing hurts worse than watching your kids wandering in traffic. And you know the only way that they're going to learn. Nothing hurts worse is when they are grown and you find out there are still bullies on the playground. But I can't go twist the little kid's arm behind their back no more and tell them if you touch my kid again, I'll break your arm and I'll go get your mama. Yeah, that was me. I'm not saying that, it was right. I'm just telling you how I was about my kids. You can't do that when they're grown. You got to let them find their own way. You have to trust what you put in them and let them make their mistakes, build their testimony. It is not easy. It is not easy. And there will be days when you feel like, did they listen? What house were they? Did they listen to a freaking word that I ever said to them? There are going to be days when you tell them to go right, they're going to go left just to spite you. And you feel like, oh, where did I go wrong? Where did what didn't I say? Did I hug them enough? Did I love them enough? Trust me, those days are coming, but you have to trust what you put in them and you get through it. Like I said, this past month has been more than just eventful. I was about to pack my stuff and move to Bali, change my name, change the locks. But right at that moment, every time when I got passport in hand, divorce papers from the children, notary public, I done unmothered myself. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Randomly, they do things like this. And it just brings everything back center focus. It lets me know. Job well done, Mom. Either that or they're plotting. You never know. Y'all check on me. At the end of the day shall certainly end. But tomorrow is another day. My children have been, at times, the source of my most profound pain. Just the worrying of it all. But with the same measure, and at the very same time, they are also the source of my greatest joy. So it gets better. You get through it. And you know what? It's all been worth it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Well, maybe a new set of Louis Vuitton luggage, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So, chins up, chest out, mommy. It gets better. Learn things.